Hello guys, this is Cold Blooded and I'm coming at you with my very first serious Dota commentary. Other one's a bit of a screw around. My last one I think illustrated that very quite clearly for any of you guys who watched it. But yeah, this is my first very serious commentary. I'm trying to be doing one a week now, but apologies if that doesn't happen. I'm very swamped at the moment with work, with I'm studying law at the moment, so it's quite hectic in terms of the workload I have at the moment, trying to get used to the university life again. I had about a 3 month break at the end of the last year, so that was quite a big deal. But yeah, so I'm trying to do one a week now. This is my first attempt at a serious commentary. It's an all-pick game between BP and MYM. MYM and BP have been playing lots together. MYM has generally been coming off on top. I'm sure you guys saw Luminous's commentary. That was quite an epic game with MYM coming back late game once again. But MYM seems to be winning these battles. I'm not sure what the result of this particular encounter is going to be, but it should be a very good game. I'm struggling to find very good replays to get hold of, ones that are recommended on Go-To Gamers, because of course Luminous just takes those and does commentaries. But as I said, he's obviously a much better commentator than me, so he's welcome to have them, and I'm sure you guys enjoy his commentaries a lot more. But this is my first serious commentary, so I'm going to try to tell you guys as much as possible as I possibly can about what's going on in the game, try to give you guys as much information, try to get everything right, see if that works out, see if you guys enjoy it, let me know. Just comment on the forum. Doesn't have to be anything in depth, just thumbs up, thumbs down, you can improve this, stop doing that. That was great, loved your replay, whatever you want to say. I'm going to pause the game quickly over here, just so we can do a quick analysis in terms of the picks and bans that have been going on in terms of this game. What I think's been happening in these AP games is that teams decide beforehand what lineups they're going to go, and then they just pick them, and I don't think there are any sort of counter picks or anything like that. Except maybe for one instance where Missy here has picked up the Gondar, which might be a counter pick to the Phantom Lancer that's been picked up here by Sony. But apart from that, I don't think anything else, any other sort of counter picks might have possibly happened. If we're going to look at the central lineup quickly, I just want to discuss to you the heroes that have been picked. Don't worry, I'll try to spare you guys time and spare you guys getting bored. The bounty hunter's already been picked for the Phantom Lancer counter, like I mentioned earlier. The fact that he can get very easy XP in a tri-lane, he's going to be going up against a tri-lane here of Crystal Maiden, Phantom Lancer, and this Visage. So he's going to get very easy XP in his lane if he can just pop his wind run around, last hit some creeps. He is very farm dependent, but he can get very easy gold with both his ulti and with his shuriken toss, using it to farm creeps. Also, he's very effective at roaming and ganging, so he fits very nicely into the lineup that MYM has picked. So he's got a good pick by MYM here, and I'm interested to see how Missy plays him in this game. Demon is picked up on the Rexar here. His attack speed aura is going to be very beneficial to that bounty hunter late game. He's a very good scout in terms of map control and map awareness. He's going to be very good at rune control. He's soloing against Zeus, but they're both very spammable heroes. Rexar is quite tank, and he has picked up his wand to counter him soloing against Zeus. So it's going to be, we can see quite an epic clash here going on in the mid lane. Looking forward to that. I think MYM really picked him here because of his ulti. Very good team disable there. Allows Bounty Hunter and this Tinker bot lane to lay down a lot of DPS. Maybe they've also picked him as a tank because he can carry a gem against this Phantom Lancer. I'm not quite sure who's going to carry the carry the gem on MYM team, but most likely going to be this Rexar. So looking forward to that. Bot lane here, we're going to see this Tinker getting the farm, picking up 3 Mantles of Intelligence. So probably not going to get a bottle. We're going to probably see Gondar picking up a bottle as well as this Rexar. So Tinker not picking up a bottle simply because he realizes that rune control needs to go to these two heroes. Needs to go to the Gondar, needs to go to the Rexar. So he's picking up his mantles. He's going to be getting farm bot. He's going to be very useful in terms of pushing for MYM, but he's going to need his early TP boots. There are a lot of low HP heroes on the Scourge team over here. Darkseer, Zeus, Phantom Lancer, Crystal Maiden. So he's going to be very effective in terms of roaming, in terms of pulling off gangs. He's probably not going to pick up his Ginsus in this game. There's not much disable on the Scourge team except for that Crystal Maiden, and that's about it, and the familiars. But apart from that, he's not going to need his Ginsus, and so he's probably going to pick up a Blink Dagger or something along those lines, simply for initiating purposes, making him a super good ganger for MYM. Yep, trying to pick up some early kills. Vengeful Spirit and this Windrunner are going to be playing support, and pity we're not seeing Demon on the Windrunner here. The last time I saw Demon play Windrunner, I did a BPA versus MYM commentary. He was absolutely epic. Didn't miss a single shackle shot. So pity I'm not seeing him, but cut and paste going on to this Windrunner. So she's just going to be there for support, and the Vengeful Spirit picking up the wards for MYM. You're probably going to use her Terror, Wave of Terror, and pick up some levels of her damage aura just to make MYM that much more effective in terms of pushing. As for BP, we're going to see Baby Knight solo mid on this Zeus. He's a very strong solo mid here, but he is very gang and presence dependent. He's got good presence in the lane, but he is going to need to gang a lot, pick up some early kills. The problem is that he's really going to need his team to come to his support in terms of gang, so we're going to need to see a lot of teamwork being played here by Scourge with the Darks here, with the Visage, with this Crystal Maiden. There's going to need to be a lot of teamwork here, and they're going to need to work together for the Zeus and for that Darks here to be effective. So we're going to need to see that. In terms of this Darks here, he's going to work well with pulling off ulti combos with Zeus, and he's going to benefit from Crystal Maiden's aura, but only picking up a Star Shield here and lots of regenerative means he realizes he's going to go against a tri-lane. He's going to get harassed a bit, and he's definitely going to lose this bottom lane here, and he's really going to struggle within his lane. And I don't see me being that effective a solo lane there. Not much can really be said about Crystal Maiden. The only real disable on the team got an AoE slow and has been picked for her mana regeneration, so that Phantom Lance and most of the heroes on the Scourge team can spam their spells. Phantom Lance is going to get most of the farm in the top lane here. All of the farm in the top lane here. He's going to pick up one level probably of his Windwalk effectively. Doppelwalk, so that he can escape. So that does give him a bit more escaping potential and survivability. And he's really going to need to get up his farm and probably and definitely pick up a hood against the lineup of the Sentinel team here. So expect that from him quite early on in this game. And then maybe either pick up his Radiance or his Diffusal Blade, and I'll do a discussion of those item choices later. Visage really just going to need to get levels, doesn't really need much farm, but needs his levels. So he should be staying in the lane here with Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer really needs to get gold and levels. Visage really needs to get levels. That might be a bit of a problem in that lane, but Visage needs to get levels to make him tank, to make him an effective roamer, to make him be able to help out the Zeus. So all that being said, I'm now going to unpause this game, and let's see what happens. I'm just going to quickly discuss, sorry about that, it was quite long, but I just want you guys to understand the roles that everyone is playing in their lanes, what exactly is going to happen. I know I have got comments before that it's quite boring, me pausing the game while I talk about it. If this was a CM game, you guys would be watching picks and bans going on, so that's quite as boring. I try to move my mouse around, talk about heroes, illustrate exactly what is going on while I'm saying things, but it's quite unavoidable at the moment. I'm trying to cut it shorter and shorter, so hopefully you guys can get too bored and just quit my replay at that point. But it's something I work on, so don't worry about that. Like I said, this is a serious replay, so I'm trying to get everything in that you guys could possibly want to know. Talking about lanes, in this top lane here, we do have 3 nukes against a Gondo. Gondo is very low HP pool here. He is going to pick up a double damage rune, which will help him out in terms of early CSing. But Bounty Hunter is going to pick up a first level of Windrun here. Windwalk, sorry, in terms of the top lane here. It's simply for survivability against this tri-lane. Bounty Hunter is going to use this DD rune, use his invisibility, and use his shuriken. Going to pick up an early Ring of Basilius and use his shuriken to get up some farm against this lane. He simply can't do much against this tri-lane top here. There's just too much magical damage being laid on. Frostbite, Nova from this Crystal Maiden will remove a third of his HP pool. Spirit Lance will remove another third of his HP pool here, and this Soul Assumption will just decimate him completely in the top lane. So that's going to make him farming up in the top lane very ineffective. Even with the DD rune here, he's not even daring to run forward enough. So he's just going to use his Windwalk to stay in the lane and get up some farm. What we're probably going to see is one of these heroes, one of the support heroes, picking up wards very early on in the game here, not dust. Using wards against Bounty Hunter because he stays invisible for quite a long period of time. We're going to see dust being picked up against this Phantom Lancer, because Phantom Lancer doesn't stay invis for a long period of time, so he just uses an escape. So it's much more gold effective to buy dust against a Phantom Lancer, and much more gold effective to buy wards, sentry wards, against Bounty Hunter. So we're going to expect to see Phantom Lancer farming up quite nicely in this lane here. We're going to see Demon get a cancel on this Clarity Potion, Demon get a cancel on, and we do see Demon get a cancel on that Clarity Potion. Good play by him there. So I looking at my minimap, trying to get my minimap awareness up as well. So Demon doing well against the Zeus mid there. In terms of the mid lane, as I said, so Phantom Lance we expect to see getting a lot more farm in the top lane here, and so that's going to be quite a boring lane to watch unless Bounty Hunter get kills, in which case we're just going to see him going down to a try nuke from the Scourge team. In terms of the mid lane, it's pretty much even at the moment. We do see Zeus is going to be competing against this Rexar, both for farm, using his Arc Lightning to spam, but also in terms of pushing here, in terms of creep equilibrium. Rexar is going to pick up 2 levels of his Call of the Wild, just so he can get the Skull Beast to harass down this Zeus, and also to creep kill from very early on. The extra range he's going to be... is he going to get a cancel on that Clarity? He does get a cancel on that Clarity using his Quill Beast. That was quite well played. Beastmaster picking up a DD rune, already picking up his bottle. That's very good play by him, and that wand is really going to make a big difference to his lane survivability. But both of them are quite even in this lane. Both of them do have nukes. Axe is hitting the Zeus there. Both of them do have nukes. But Zeus is going to pick up 1 level of a static charge and a level